Good evening and welcome. My name is George Carpenter. I am here representing New Hartford Rotary. We are sponsoring this program and we welcome you this evening and hope that you will enjoy an opportunity to be able to see some of the angels among us and meet them personally. In addition to that, you're also going to see some of the students that are from the Academy of Performing and Creative Arts, people that have learned under the tutelage of the instructors here at the school. In addition to that, you'll also hear from some local artists, an opportunity to celebrate those who work among us in the community to make our community a better place. That's the intention of what we do at New Hartford Rotary, and we'll have an opportunity to tell you more about what New Hartford Rotary does later in the program. So enjoy, and thank you for being with us.
I'm Javita Bernard with the Academy of Performing and Creative Arts. In the next hour, we're going to play a little music, we're going to sing some songs to honor, celebrate, and thank some local unsung heroes in this community. So come on, join me, and let's start the show.
I believe the angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours, to show us how to live, to teach us how to give, to guide us with the light of love.
I was walking home from school on a cold winter day. Took a shortcut through the woods and I lost my way. It was getting late and I was scared and alone. But then a kind old man took my hand and led me home. My mama couldn't see him, oh, but he was standing there. And I knew in my heart he was the answer to my prayer. Oh, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours, to show us how to live, to teach us how to give, to guide us with the light of love.
Life held troubled times and had me down on my knees. There's always been someone to come along and comfort me. A kind word from a stranger to lend a helping hand. A phone call from a friend just to say I understand. But ain't it kind of funny, at the dark end of the road, someone lights the way with just a single ray of hope. Oh, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours, to show us how to live, to teach us how to give, to guide us with the light of love. They wear so many faces,
Show up in the strangest places,
grace us with their mercy.
in our time of need. Oh, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours, to show us how to live, to teach us how to give, to guide us with the light of love.
to guide us with the light of love.
Meet Carol Grove, founder of Your Neighbors, Inc. Your Neighbors has been active for 42 years in this locality and has served our homebound neighbors through a variety of services, such as delivering home-cooked frozen meals, assisted grocery shopping, and companion medical rides.
I think all my life I've had a real passion for older folks, and especially those who have no family around them. I grew up in a small town where there were a number of older folks that were living alone, and I used to travel with my uncle from house to house and do that.
Carol also credits someone very special as the impetus behind her creating Your Neighbors.
The real inspiration for me with this was we moved here from Philadelphia, and I had been a volunteer for a group in Philadelphia that began a program of making home-cooked meals and freezing them. In other words, somewhat creating a food bank of frozen meals, but all home-cooked.
Carol shares a major challenge she experienced during the creation process.
Some of the challenges for me were that I had never started a nonprofit. I didn't know what would be involved with that. And I was very fortunate in, I would call the Philadelphia group, and they gave me some guidance about call here, call there, see who you might encounter. And I have to give a great deal of credit to what was then the East Side Senior Center. And Betty Abel was the director, and they very enthusiastically were warm to the idea, felt there was a definite need, and helped me with the steps that I would not have known about creating a nonprofit.
Carol explains how the agency was able to sustain itself and expand.
I have to say that the various people who did get involved with us early on in both the steering committee and the board of directors were instrumental in giving us the guidance we needed to approach any challenges that came along. I have to just say that volunteers came forth from all of these organizations, churches, and some of the community organizations, and both bringing us volunteers and supporting us financially.
Star it's worth a thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices. Sweet hymns of praise in grateful chorus rise, for yonder breaks anew and glorious morn. Peace, power, and glory evermore proclaim.
Our next honoree is Grady Faulkner. Who is Grady? Altruistic, singer, director, a man of many talents. A long-time parent liaison with the Utica City School District, Grady founded Grady's Way, an emergency shelter with supporting services for homeless male teens 12 to 18 years of age. Take a listen as Grady shares how Grady's Way came about.
The reason for Grady's Way is I saw that there was a need for a place for young men who were runaway or homeless youth. And sometimes our young men in our community is sometimes seen as street thugs, but they are really in need of help and supervision. So Grady's Way came about because of that particular reason. So I didn't want to be one of those people that just sit home and see there's an issue and not try to find some way of helping relieve some of the stresses that some of these young men were going through. My experience, when people want to know why I did this, they may think my experience was I had a bad childhood myself and it was rough. That's far from what really happened with me. My growing up has nothing to do with why I did this boys' home. I saw a need in my community and I wanted to help.
Grady experienced quite a few hurdles right up to the day the doors were opened at Grady's Way. And he describes them very matter-of-factly.
Some of the challenges that I came across was just people doubting me, not wanting me to succeed for whatever reasons. For example, who is Grady? No one knew who I really was. So they was just kind of hesitant to try to partner with me or to even hear the idea of Grady's Way. They didn't know who the person Grady Faulkner was. So that was challenging, trying to prove myself to the city, all in all. So people wondering why did we name a program after a person who's still alive? That's unheard of around here. Either they name a building after somebody who gave millions of dollars, which I did not have, or the person was deceased and they did something good in the community. So that was another challenging thing to overcome. With any project, there's always going to be challenges. You just got to stay focused and stay on your mission and don't worry about the naysayers. So what I did was I stayed focused, I stayed on my mission, and I pushed forward. And by doing that, that's the way Grady's Way came about. That's the way the Ladies of Soul and Their Judgment is now coming about. And that's the way now me directing plays for the first time, African American male, directing a play at Players of Utica. So I just stay focused and stay my path, but because I know what my gifts are.
A red wagon? An old rope and Steve Harvey? What does any of this mean? Grady completes his interview with a lesson in tough choices.
So Steve Harvey, the TV host, he talks about his best friend, Butch Lewis, that told him about this. It's like you have this wagon, you try to get the wagon up a mountain. And to do that, you had to have like-minded people with you in this wagon to get it up. You're the only one who could pull that wagon up the hill. Now, people in that wagon should be helping you by moving the rocks from the wheels so you can get an easy path up. But it's tricky because if you look back, there are people in that wagon who are just taking a ride and they have no value to your purpose. So you had to make a hard choice by telling these people, okay, I don't need you anymore at this point. And that's very hard to do because they could be family members, they could be business partners, they could be your lawyers. It's a hard decision that you have to make. But if you want that wagon to get to the top of the hill, you have to make some hard choices. I worked hard to get Grady's Way open. I worked hard to have Ladies of Soul. So I had to always stay focused and stay on my mission and stay on my purpose.
At this time, we would like to remember all our family and friends whom we have lost in this last year and before. Our hearts go out to you in your loss and your pain. I hope that the next song brings you hope and comfort as you continue to cherish your memories and hold them close to your heart.
Here to celebrate with me. Tears fill my eyes, the memories flood my mind as I place your ornament upon our tree. Although this year I have a broken heart, it gives me hope and joy. I remember where you are. You're with the Son of God. You're with the Prince of Peace. You're with the one we're celebrating. And that thought amazes me. Sometimes I still break down, grieving that we're apart. But the sweetest gift is knowing where you are. You're with the Son of God. Got your picture in a frame, in a stocking with your name. Oh, God knows it's been hard letting go, and I can't bring you back, but I'll see you again. And oh, that thought is healing to my soul. I'll miss making angels with you in the snow. I guess instead you will be singing with them all around God's throne. You're with the Son of God. You're with the Prince of Peace. You're with the one we're celebrating. And that thought amazes me. Sometimes I still break down, grieving that we're apart. But the sweetest gift is knowing where you are. You're with the Son of God. And I know the Christmas season was your favorite time of year. You love to help us decorate our tree. But now that you're with Jesus, can't imagine how you feel. 'Cause he's the one who bled and died upon the tree for you and me. You're with the Son of God. You're with the Prince of Peace. You're with the one we're celebrating. And that thought amazes me. Sometimes I still break down, grieving that we're apart. But the sweetest gift is knowing where you are. Yes, the sweetest gift is knowing where you are. Yes, the sweetest gift is knowing you're in his arms. You're with the Son of God.
The next student that you're going to see is special to New Hartford Rotary because she is the recipient of the Dave Murphy Scholarship Award. She's special because she's very talented and was also selected as a recommendation by the Academy to be considered as a recipient of this scholarship. Dave Murphy was a member of New Hartford Rotary, passed away a few years ago, and was actively involved in many of the things that the Rotary Club did. And he was also actively involved in the Mohawk Valley Barbershop Quartet and the Barbershop Choir. And so Dave obviously was involved in music personally for years. And we wanted to have an opportunity to be able to recognize Dave with this scholarship. And so I now present Gabrielle Koenig, who is a student of the Academy in voice as well as acting. Enjoy.
Santa Claus got stuck in the chimney. Ooh, ooh, poor me.
Santa Claus got stuck in my chimney, stuck in my chimney, stuck in my chimney. Santa Claus got stuck in my chimney when he came last year.
Poor Santa Claus.
Santa Claus got stuck in my chimney, stuck in my chimney, stuck in my chimney. Santa Claus got stuck in my chimney. He won't come back, I fear. There he was in the middle of the chimney, roly-poly, flat and round. There he was in the middle of the chimney, not quite up, but not quite down. Santa, please come back to my chimney, back to my chimney, back to my chimney. Santa, please come back to my chimney. You can come back here, 'cause Daddy made a brand new chimney just for you this year.
I am absolutely a fan of the 50s. A lot of my wardrobe actually is inspired by the 1950s. I love everything about it. The movies, music, just everything about it. Music and singing has always been with me since I was really, really little. I want to do this as a career.
But I find that things don't always turn out as they should.
Just last Christmas Eve she waited up for Santa to drop by.
But I nearly missed him, and here's the reason why. Santa Claus got stuck in my chimney, stuck in my chimney, stuck in my chimney. Santa Claus got stuck in my chimney when he came last year.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus got stuck in my chimney, stuck in my chimney, stuck in my chimney. Santa Claus got stuck in my chimney. He won't come back, I fear. There he was in the middle of the chimney, roly-poly, flat and round. There he was in the middle of the chimney, not quite up, but not quite down. Santa, please come back to my chimney, back to my chimney, back to my chimney. Santa, please come back to my chimney. You can come back here, 'cause Daddy made a brand new chimney just for you this year.
Please come back this year.
Owen Yasek is 13 years old and has been raising money for veteran organizations since he was 4. Let's hear this young man's incredible story.
My intent was when I was around 4, I met a veteran named Greg Reynolds, and he only had one arm. So we talked about how making lemonade, when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. So we just have the drive to donate $1 at a time. So when life hands you lemons, you just make lemonade. So when we get $1 at a time, we just donate it to veterans, and that's how it all works. Some of the challenge we experienced was trying to grow the community, trying to get more volunteers to help us with what we were trying to do. And another part was just getting the money to donate, to raise for these veterans. So we just kind of found some people, grew as a community, and more people found out, and we just kept getting the donations. So,
what parting words does Owen Yasek have for all the young people out there who have a desire to help the community?
Just keep the focus. You just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about what other people say or think. You just keep doing it. Keep finding people that'll help you. Keep getting them. Just keep remembering the motto, when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade.
That's a fact.
But saying I love you's always better. Seasons, reasons, they don't matter. So don't hold back. See how many people in this world, so needful in this world.
If you keep on bringing love, so little woman, children know everywhere they go, thy whole life and full life.
My son suffered a severe asthma attack that almost cost him his life. Rotary Club contributes to the critical care transport that saved my son and over 48,000 other patients in need, allowing for families like mine to spend more time together. I joined Rotary to connect with others who felt a responsibility to make a difference. If you want to make a difference too, Rotary is for you. Learn more about joining a Rotary Club near you by visiting rotary.org/action.
Judy Riley is the Executive Director of St. Margaret's Corporation. St. Margaret's is made up of its Ecumenical and Retreat Center, a peaceful and safe haven place for prayer, study, and spiritual refreshment on Jordan Road in New Hartford, and Emmaus House, a 24/7 temporary emergency shelter for women and children located in Utica. Judy came on board in 2018 to move the organization forward while maintaining the ethos of the Sisters of St. Margaret.
What I do every day is bring joy to people and give them a place of rejuvenation and a chance and an opportunity to find God and spiritual wellness.
Judy's description of her daily work activities is so refreshing to hear.
In that same atmosphere is what we have at Emmaus House. A different purpose, certainly. At Emmaus House, God works through our work in playing and giving the opportunity for shelter for women and children when they come.
Here, Judy speaks to some of the new challenges she deals with in a pandemic environment, while still wanting to reach out with all that St. Margaret's has to offer.
Some of the challenges that we have in our everyday work, whether it's at Emmaus House or it's at St. Margaret's House. First, of course, is COVID and keeping everybody safe and healthy. So through training, our staff keep the house very clean and sanitized and welcoming. And it's that balance of making sure that everybody is in a good place. Some other challenges, of course, getting the word out. So what a blessing being able to speak to your public and our public, to be able to tell them of the good works that we do.
Judy shares her feelings about never having worked a day in her life. What would make her feel that way?
I can remember when I first went for my interview, for instance, at St. Margaret's House, and in fact, I can remember seeing the ad and I thought, oh my gosh, how is this even possible? This combination of a position that's all about spiritual growth and well-being and community, I can't believe that this perfect opportunity exists for me. I was blessed to have parents, and still have my mom, thankfully, who always had me out in the community, doing things for others, and we went wherever there was a need. And my dad, I can remember buying a truck from somebody. He didn't need a truck, but the fella needed money, and he needed to keep his pride. And my dad's like, honey, I can buy that truck, and that way the gentleman knows that I got his truck, and it helped the fella. From the very youngest of age, I always wanted to help serve people. And it just brings joy when you see others enjoying, and you're helping others enjoy as well. It comes very naturally. I've been blessed to really never work a day in my life, though I work very hard and I'm tired when I go home. It brings joy to my heart.
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get
James and Becky Wiederman. James and Becky opened Tagless, a nonprofit shop at 246 North Main Street in Herkimer, New York, where the entire inventory is free. They carry a wide selection of high-quality stylish clothing and accessories for men, women, and children in a boutique setting. Their goal is to help boost the confidence of those for whom these things may be out of reach. The Wiedermans' hope is that with that newfound confidence, people they help can improve in school, socially, and/or get that job they've been wanting. At the time of this filming, James and Becky were unable to join us due to a health situation. And since then, we have been informed that the Wiedermans are seeking to donate their charity to an organization with the caveat that it be kept going to support a definite need in the community. We wish the Wiedermans good health and wellness, and we thank them for their generosity and selflessness to this community.
All too soon, we have come to the end of our show. Tonight, we recognize only a few local unsung heroes. We know that there's so many of you out there who will go about daily giving of yourselves and helping this community. I want to take this time right now to thank you and to honor you for your selfless love and your charity. For those out there who've always wanted to think that you'd like to do something for the community, we hope that tonight's stories would give you the inspiration and have them pave the way so that you can take that first step. Until the next time that we meet again, from us to you, a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful holiday.
hope you've enjoyed this presentation of Angels Among Us. It's been the pleasure of New Hartford Rotary to present this program. It's just one of the things that we do to highlight what is great about our community. Those of us that live here are so well aware of how tremendous our community is. When we have an opportunity to rally behind needs, we're there to do that, and that's what New Hartford Rotary does in a lot of different ways. We just recently gave away over 200 books to kindergarten students in the New Hartford Rotary school system. Those books were selected by the students, which ones they wanted, and they're customized with the names of people in their family and so forth. So it encourages reading, and we do that because literacy is one of the things that's important that Rotary helps to take care of. In addition to that, our reach is in other places in the community, and we have an opportunity and we welcome anybody who would like to know more about Rotary. Rotary is here to make a difference in the community, and if you have a heart for wanting to serve your community, we welcome you to Rotary. We'd like you to check us out and see what we're about. Rotary not only has an impact locally, but also globally as well. We have a polio program that is this close to eradicating polio around the world. What a tremendous goal that is, and we're so close. We hope and pray that that will come to pass soon. So won't you consider becoming an angel among us and join New Hartford Rotary? Thanks for being with us.